Sure, I'm Christian. I do mainly PHP programming, but today we're doing some JavaScript, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I am Jason, one of the newer Vehikl members, formerly kind of more focused on backend and PHP, but recently jumped into the world of JavaScript. So gonna learn some stuff today.
Lisa, I've been a Vehikl for 3 years, mostly back-end programming, so JavaScript is not my thing. See how this goes.
Oh, Jesse said you're muted. Thanks, Jesse.
All right. I think we're good. So yeah, it's because in OBS Ninja, I was not muted in the group, but in the control room, I was muted. So, all right. Are you hearing a lot of echo there, Jay? Are you still hearing echo?
No, I think the echo was me because I had.
Okay,
because you don't have headphones, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had my main computer running the stream, not muted, listening for you, which was causing an echo. Yeah. we good now. We good now.
All right. I think we're good. So what I was saying at the beginning, I guess you guys missed my introduction. That's okay. Yeah, so we're doing this code kata. It's called BugZero Kata. The idea is to go through some code, identify some bugs, and basically through refactoring, eliminate the possibility of introducing those bugs again in the future. So there's kind of like two starting points that they link off to from this kata. So the first one, it's very minimal. Like you get this like game.js, like super old school JavaScript, and then they have a little bit of like code down at the bottom that runs through this game, and the game is just like a trivia game. So it adds like 3 players, and it simulates running through the game until somebody is a winner. And this starting point doesn't give you any tests, which might be fun to do one day. Just kind of gives you this, and you're sort of on your. So this guy kind of went in and just created a nicer starting point where there's already some test coverage, just to make it easier to jump in and do some refactoring. But I don't like Mocha and Chai as much as I like Jest. So we pulled this down, and what we have is, instead of doing that verified JSON, we're basically running through the game. Get random is just like a function that returns some predefined seeds, which are over here. So we're just running through all those rules. We know kind of what the game is expected to log, and those expectations are
Sounds good to me.
and do this one. 3 browser sources. And then I'll just click random. And I guess, Chris, you're gonna start by navigating Jason.
Okay.
Ready to get started?
I think so.
Okay. So I think probably a good place to start would be the same sort of place we started the other day. Let's start by trying to require that this game have a minimum of 2 players. As of right now, we don't have that requirement. We only require that there be a player, I think. In fact, I don't even know if we require that.
Okay.
So that's my high-level intention. Lower level, I would say maybe we start with a test that says it requires 2 players.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Dan. You started my timer for me. I don't have it locally, so it's.
I think we will. Yeah.
You can see it in the bottom of VS Code. It's like in the bottom middle.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh no, don't. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Like in the bottom of the see where it says master, and then you got like live share, and then mob time.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there. Yeah.
You can start and stop it there. No. No, never mind.
No.
It's all good. Okay, so we want it.
So say it requires a minimum of 2 players.
Requires a minimum of 2 players.
Yeah.
Minimum? No. Minimum?
Okay.
Did I spell that right?
That A should be an I.
Thank you.
Minimum in French. In français.
Also,
Minimum of Twio players.
yes. Also French. Okay, so we have our arrange, act, and assert. So in order to arrange this, game runner, how would I do that? So
Well, I'm thinking this. So let's start with some comments, right? Just
Yeah.
explain what we want to happen in this test.
Yep.
First comment is we want to set up a game with less than 2 players. Then we want to try to start the game. And we want to assert that an exception was thrown. And in fact, we want to assert that an exception was thrown because there aren't enough players. So whether we check the message or whether it's a particular type of error, I don't exactly know JavaScript, but
okay, assert exception. Exception. No. Except no.
that would EXC
Yes. Exe.
E, and then get rid of that E.
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, so set up the game with less than 2 players. Start the game and then assert the exception.
Yeah. So that first one is actually more of a challenge, or maybe not, but it's interesting because the way the game works right now is on line 17. We've got this game runner that just kind of hard codes a lot of the setup.
Yep.
We don't necessarily want to use that here. We want to maybe go into game runner and pull some of that out and use it in our test.
Okay, so game runner takes a random int.
So we maybe want to try and start and make a new game there.
Yep.
Maybe only add 1 player.
Yep.
And then maybe we'll try to game.roll, I think, is how we actually start the game.
Yeah.
We want that to throw an exception.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. So we can set up the game like this. And then act on the game by using our role.
Yeah.
And that would essentially be starting the game.
Yeah. and we could just give that any hard-coded number. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Roll a 1.
Because
And-
ideally what happens here is that nothing happens anyway. It tries to roll, it sees that it doesn't have enough players, and it just throws an exception.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then this would be assert.
Yeah, and in fact, I think the way you'd have to write this would be that you'd have to pass game.roll into a callback and assert that that throws an exception, I think. We
I
changed
see.
it, so I'm not 100%.
Like assert that, and then it'd be like dot roll. Or no, dot throws.
Yeah, and I think-
assert.
Oh, so the timer went off.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I know how to do this with the other test runner. I don't know how to do it with this one. So you know my intention.
Yeah. So Lisa, high level intention. I guess we just want to know how to assert an exception's being thrown with. This is jest, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess we just want to see how to assert an exception.
Do we have one open already? Let's do 0. What's the type? To throw.
Okay, so just to throw.
We just do that into message, or
I think maybe you give it an error message, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, they passed the string in.
oh, it's just a string. Okay.
So we could just. Yeah.
What do you want to
Nope.
do?
I like that. All right, so let's see if let's see if we can get that test should fail, and maybe it should allow us to drive out the implementation now.
Fail straight away. Okay. I just ran again.
I think there's a runner in the editor.
Yeah, you can do what you just did, Lisa, or you can actually just click run right in VS Code, just above your test. It says like it requires a minimum of 2
Oh,
players.
that like grayed out text there above.
If
the
you look
block.
Run
just
pipe
above it.
Oh, jeez. I couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally.
Yeah. I'm well not used to that as opposed to PHP Storm with the green play button.
Okay, the gray text kind of got it. Okay, so that did not pass. How does this roll didn't work? So I guess right here we want to check. Oh, okay. Nothing.
Cool. Why is it complaining about the?
You can see it,
Navigator.
but I don't think I was real.
Or maybe you just
I
throw.
don't think you return a throw error, right?
Yeah,
You
you
throw
just
it.
throw it.
I just threw it, and it just stopped.
Yeah, so Navigator would be like throw new error, and then error would take a
Outside of the
message.
parentheses,
this-
right? Yeah.
I think this works as well. Just like throw nope, but I think
Does
yeah.
that work?
Without the wrapping parentheses, I believe. I think throw is just a keyword,
Yeah.
and then you have throw space new. Yeah, like that. I think. see what we get.
Oh, I threw it too early. Or does it?
Oh, that I guess that would be removed. We wouldn't want to keep that roll anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
Assert is
something
not
around here,
defined.
What did it say?
I believe.
That's like some jest stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, it's expect is the
oh, it's not assert, it's expect.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oops, what did I do? What is it the not reject about? Do I need that? Or is that just something else?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
I'll try it this way.
I think in that case that they were testing an asynchronous function, so
where's our error message when we run it this way? Output? Would it go in the output? Like, there's an output pane at the bottom there, right?
Well, I think jest is swallowing the error message, right? Because it's not. We're capturing the.
Oops.
Oh, you know what I think you might have to do.
Mhm.
Do you mind, Navigator?
Yeah, please.
It's
go
me
ahead.
now, so Dan's hands up.
yeah, sure.
Tell me what to do.
I think what you have to do is, we actually did this the other day. I think what you need to do is pass game.roll into an anonymous function inside there. So it's like, you're not expecting game.roll to throw an exception. You're expecting an anonymous function that calls game.roll to throw an exception.
Cool.
I think that might handle it.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, so that fixed it.
Nice.
Okay, so explain that to me. So we have expect anonymous function game.roll to throw the error, but how does this differ than like from what we had?
Well, because what we had was game.roll being passed directly into expect.
We were passing.
It was evaluating that function immediately.
Okay.
It was expecting, basically what was happening is we were expecting the return value of game.roll1 to throw.
Oh, I get it. That makes sense now.
And erroring before it could evaluate it. Whereas if you pass an anonymous function and it's expecting the result of the anonymous function to throw, which it evaluates differently, I think.
Yeah, no, that's like exactly right. So it would be like if we did this, right? It wouldn't actually get to the expectation because it already threw an error here.
Yep.
We're effectively doing the same thing.
Okay.
So then if what you pass is a function, then it's expecting the result of that function to throw instead.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we kind of checked off one thing. If I could point out a few things, I noticed that one, we're kind of like duplicating logic here because there already is playable that checks to see if there's at least 2 players. So we could have used that. And the reason that there was a bug is like if I actually, like, let's say I ran jest with coverage. And I can, in VS Code, I can toggle, I have this plugin called coverage gutters. So if I turn these on, you can see like, this never actually gets called. Which could be our tests. Like it could be that our tests aren't hitting 100% coverage, but actually if you like, if you try to find references, like this is the only one.
There is none. Cool.
Right? So that's kind of like why the bug was there, is because we're not calling is playable.
That sounds good.
So I mean, yeah, this is straight up TDD, right? We've got our test passing. Now we can refactor and keep it green.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe a better error message.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if I did instead of this, I could do is playable. And I'll just pass the stop players. And we can, instead of
It
no.
would have to be if not playable, or
And
If
then I
not-
think you have to pass it the length as well, right?
I think you're right.
True.
which is a bit of an odd contract. Possibly
Yeah,
a factor could
I mean,
be
we
to
could
not
change
pass
the-
at anything.
Yeah.
And we can throw kind of like someone else can choose if they want.
No, no reasoning. No questions there.
So yeah, another way you can run the test too is just over here. There's like a little navigation thing. You just click play.
And then is there an output that shows up there? No.
No, not if.
Just
I think if
check
it
this.
fails, you might see it out here. Yeah, you could also just run without coverage and just do this if you wanted to see the output. But it's passing.
Cool.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I guess one thought was our API kind of expects that like you have to call this add method before you call roll, which seems kind of weird. Like maybe we just go down this path and we add another test. It, like asserts that like you have to call add at least twice in order for it to like like the happy path. But I also feel like this is sending us down where like the test is kind of dictating some implementation that might not be great to have. Like what if players was actually like passed as like the constructor, because it's like technically players is a dependency of this class, but we're saying that like you have to call add n number of times before the class is even in a valid state. But it's not like this is a builder pattern where like you're enforced to actually like call add so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you were to like comment out the game.add and run the test, would it still pass?
I think it would, right? Because there's still
Yeah, there's still less than 2.
Yeah.
Well, again, this is all TDD, right? This is the refactor stage. So this test is passing now, and as long as we keep this test green, we know that we require more 2 players or more. So this is where we can start refactoring. We can start saying, okay, let's start calling that is playable method. Let's change that is playable method signature. Let's send them to the constructor instead of calling .add, and we just make sure that test stays green.
Yeah. Just answering. Jesse's saying, I wonder how many milliseconds faster you can complete this kata in Vim.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, spoiler. We are using Vim. It's just that I've updated. Jesse, I went like ham last night with my Vim RC, and I got it to match like 1-to-1 with VS Code.
This is Vim.
This is Vim.
Modded more than a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually me navigating Christian.
Ready?
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, before we start the timer, like, do we like the idea of players being passed as a constructor argument versus like calling add from the outside?
Yeah, I don't mind that. You knew up a game with the players.
Yeah. All right, that is my high level then.
Alrighty.
Timer.
Ooh, it's real slow for me right now. All right, let's get this going.
What is Godwin's law?
Don't bother.
Okay. just dismisses him outright.
Such a troll.
Oh,
Wow. Somebody knock on my door?
No, that's probably at my house. There's no like noise suppression in Google Meets, which is one of the. I do like Discord. Maybe next time we can do our audio through Discord.
Okay.
Because yeah, the audio, like the noise cancellation is quite impressive in Discord, and yeah, Google Meets will just pick up everything.
Gotcha. So are you stuck in Vim mode? If you hit
is that
I,
what's happening?
yeah, sorry. So if you hit I, it should kick you out.
Oh, hang on.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, so every time you click on a file, you'll have to you'll have to do that.
Why would you put it in Vim mode? What kind of maniac?
I told you, it's Vim. It's not VS Code. It just looks like it.
Let's actually do a test for this.
You could. Because we have those snapshot tests, I think you're safe to refactor that implementation and we can kind of be confident that you didn't break anything.
I suppose so.
Because we have 100% code coverage.
We haven't really written a test for a feature in that case. I don't know.
I don't know if it's really a feature though, right? We're just sort of we sort of fixed the bug.
All right.
And now we're refactoring. That's a weird thing, yeah, because we could have started with the other one where basically you have no tests from the beginning and you'd be adding the test first, but because we sort of already have the coverage, we already have that like vice.
Let's say players, and we are in TypeScript, so I'm going to make it an array because I say so. In fact, it's going to be an array of strings.
It'll have to be an uppercase A or just the square brackets.
Oh, yeah. They're objects in JavaScript. In PHP, they're primitives.
Lame.
And we have a bunch of setup stuff here, which I'm going to assume has to run before any of this add stuff. So down here at the bottom, we'll say players dot each, or each, I guess. It's not a Laravel collection, Christian.
Close enough.
Say player this dot add. Okay. And then, now this should actually still all be green, even though we haven't implemented any changes, because we haven't made it only do it through the constructor. Right now, they can come in the constructor, or it can come in through the add method. Actually, I just need to do it quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's so if I
You have some unsaved changes on your
changes that I make here. That's
We have
This
somebody
is,
saying
this
that
is my first time watching mob programming, and I'm having heart palpitations thinking about other people watching me write code. Me too, Doug.
I guess you become desensitized to it when you do it all day, every day. But I do think there's more benefits to it than there are. I don't know. Once you get over that heart palpitation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Yeah, I got more to say about that. I'll let you finish your
The turn.
Awful laggy for me
Yeah.
right now, the AnyDesk.
Is it? It was a little leggy for me too. I think there's a lot.
Well, I'm just on my MacBook.
Um,
I'm currently running Google Meet, OBS Ninja, and AnyDesk.
Yeah, that might be it.
I think I've got Docker running in the background as well.
the heat off my tower is quite intense. But yeah, so actually,
I'm still green.
I also used to get very nervous mob programming and pair programming, and obviously like coding on Twitch and stuff. But yeah, I think Vehikl has helped me a lot getting over that. And like a key point to that is having that like safety to fail, right? Like I think we have a really good culture of not judging each other too harshly. You know, like we're not afraid to just like experiment and try things out. And we've all like gotten pretty good at just being humble. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Yeah, being like one of the newest people who's recently joined Vehikl, it was very nerve wracking initially. Like the idea of going from like being an individual contributor to like switching to mob program was quite nerve wracking. But yeah, I think the culture has a lot to do with it because as soon as we got mobbing, like it felt okay with me. So I guess it all depends on how you implement it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
secret to good mob programming is to remember that it's not your place to tell anyone else how they should format their code, but it's also not their place to tell you how to format yours. So the second you're driving, yeah, I'm going to type into all this crap, and I don't care if you guys like it or not.
Start tabbing, switch everything.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh man, in the early days of mobbing at this company, when like I remember when we first started, it wasn't like we didn't do this for client work, right? It was just stuff like this, like we do like these growth sessions, and it was like, yeah, the timer goes off, and the first thing the next navigator does is like, okay, so lines 15 to 24, just delete that. Just like start over.
A certain
But
shiny headed member of our team who shall remain nameless did that to me a couple times.
all in good fun though.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Chris, you're navigating Jason. I'm just gonna switch back to the mob view. And
Okay.
actually, before I start the timer, do you want to just quick, just walk through what you did? I had the code wasn't on camera for everybody.
Okay, so sorry, what did you want me?
Just a little recap, I guess.
Yeah, just recap the change you made there, because the people on Twitch couldn't see what you were doing.
So all we've done, I don't know exactly how long the code was off. I wasn't looking at the stream, but we've accepted the players in the constructor here. We let all the setup stuff run. Then we for each over that array, which I've scrolled past. Come on. For each over that array, and we add them. We've updated the test file so that this test that requires a minimum of 2 players now passes them into the constructor. And we've updated this game runner here, which is sort of the core of that snapshot test, to pass them into the constructor instead of calling the add method.
Cool.
All right. So what I would like you to do at this point, Jason,
Yep.
is I think, I don't remember if we've solved it or not. If you hit up our game.ts real quick.
Okay. Oh, we've Colin joining us.
Oh boy.
Hey, look at me.
How's it going?
I'm here to ruin everything.
Perfect.
So if
Say
you
hi
look
to
at
everybody.
our if you look at our roll method,
Yep.
which is what we use to kind of start the game. I think it's down, not up.
There we go.
Yeah. One refactor I'd like to make is it's absolutely silly that we have to pass in the number of players to this is playable. That's just silly. I want to refactor so that it just checks the number of players on this game.
Okay, so is that set up yet? Like, do we have that property being set? Or no?
What property?
Players.
Yeah, it's already
Yes.
there. Yeah, it's
Okay,
been-
cool. Okay, so we're just going to...
And in fact, it looks like we have a getter for it called how many players as well.
Yeah, okay. So it's just be a matter of updating... So instead of taking this in, we're just going to say this dot, oops.
That's a method call.
Okay. And then let me run.
Line 106, you'll probably want to not pass it into that argument.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if it would actually error. In PHP it wouldn't, but I think in JavaScript it does. Oh yeah.
It does.
Now interesting.
Okay, so
Why are we failing there?
would I get the output here? No. So let's run it in.
Why is it skipped?
Oh, this is yeah. Okay, so how?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Interesting.
If you hover over the little like
red.
exclamation,
Yeah.
Let's see. Does it give us anything?
I don't get it.
No. What if I do a dot only?
Colin, are you
Oh, okay. So let's scroll up a little bit. See, we've got an error message there.
are you
Sorry,
joining us?
in the terminal.
Yeah, if I can join, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll set you up after.
Oh, that's just the console logging. All right. So, and now it says they passed. You know,
Yeah.
in our test, can you get rid of the dot only?
Yep. And then just run it again. I wonder.
I want to run the whole thing again. Over on the right, if you click on the
the game. Yeah, right here.
yeah, exactly.
I wonder if it's just the file not being saved. No, there it is again.
Can we try passing in an integer to game.roll? Whoop.
Come on. There we go. Okay, save that, and then let me try that again. No.
Not it. So if we go into our GameRunner.ts, or not GameRunner, sorry, just game.ts.
Why does it say skipped again?
It's a great question.
Okay, so we're back.
We only ran that one test.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I did that from the sidebar there.
Exactly. So
Okay.
what do we to do? If not, this is playable. Is playable is we return this how many players is larger than or equal to 2. What does how many players do?
Returns this player's dot length.
Okay. What I'd like to do is inside how many players can we console log this dot players?
Okay. Can I set a breakpoint there and
Sure, that works too. However you want to do it, I want to see what this dot players is at that point in time.
Did I do that right? Oh, there's a breakpoint there. Where's the debug console? Okay, oh, what happened there? Okay, I'll just console log. I'm not sure how that debugger works in VS Code. Okay, so we want to go.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
It's all good.
You
Don't
can
worry
scroll,
about
you
it.
can scroll past it.
VS Code questions?
I can just,
How many players is what you want? And you want the whoa.
oops.
You want to find where we define that method. I see it right there.
Oh, all right. Timer went off, guys.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pause just for a second.
You know where I was.
So yeah. Oh, the layout changed a little bit here. But yeah, Colin, do you want to do a quick introduction of yourself to everybody? Oh, you don't.
I think you're muted, Colin.
Muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Perfect.
Ah, hi. Yeah, so my name's Colin.
Hello.
I'm another software developer here at Vehikl, just looking to hang out for the next 15 minutes and write some fun code.
Awesome.
Okay.
I will. Oh, hang on one second.
Who am I navigating next?
You're navigating Lisa.
Okay. Lisa, I would like to understand, or I'd like to kind of keep going with this, what Chris and I were doing, try to figure out what's going on with this, how many players, and why we're not able to get that test to pass.
Is Lisa present?
Did she drop? Oh, it looks
Oh.
like she...
Oh, we might have lost Lisa.
I
okay.
can take Lisa's spot if you
Sure.
want.
Okay. All right.
Slide me in there.
I
Yeah.
will just slide you up. And
Colin,
then-
you are now Lisa.
Oops.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name's Lisa.
Okay, Lisa. I guess yeah. We've got some strange things going on.
Yeah.
The test seems to be failing for unknown reasons, and yeah, I guess we just want to investigate this. Like the logic seems to check out,
hmm
but I guess maybe we can log some stuff and try and understand what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to log out what this is?
We'll start with the players. This dot players.
And that's an array.
Yep.
Oh, I think I'm okay. I can manage this with just keyboard. Sorry. My mouse is a little bit messed up because I moved it. I moved the AnyDesk to another screen. Okay. And now we want to run the test, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and then I run the test by clicking or by running something in the terminal?
There's a run button right above the it block. Like it requires. Yeah. So there's that way.
There's no autosave though, Colin.
Oh, sorry.
Game.ts isn't saved.
Put that.
Okay.
So I'm going to run it again. Am I clicking on it? I am now, right?
Yep. So that's running. It's failing. We
Let's
also.
look at some terminal output.
Yeah, you might want to run this in the terminal. Come to think about it, because we're
Okay.
not getting any feedback, which is.
Could somebody click on the terminal so I can see it? I just can't do that because it falls off the screen for me. Perfect. All right, so there's a whole bunch of stuff there. So let me. Oh, this is. You know what I'm gonna do? Everybody's gonna see my neck looking down, but I think this will do it for me now.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so-
Right.
Oh, look, there's a lot of things there. Chet, Pat, Sue as our players.
Perfect.
Is that what we want?
Yeah, we have players in there. That's what we're looking for.
How
Although
can we see
this-
them so many times?
I think we're seeing this from the above test. So maybe if we do it like a it dot only on this one.
I think you're also seeing the results of maybe multiple test runs there.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So I'm going to do it dot only, and then I'm going to save and run it. There's a whole whack of stuff there.
Interesting.
And so when we roll, it rolls a number of times. So we've got Dante Thunderstone, Dante Thunderstone. Dante Thunderstone was added. There's one player, Dante Thunderstone. And so it's failing. So we only have one player, and then we're anticipating it would throw if there's only one player.
Yep. So
Yeah.
if you go back to the game.ts and just do a quick search for throw, I
Mhm.
think that should bring you to. Is that Lisa?
Game is not playable, then throw. That's what we want to do.
Yep.
And then so is playable. Is there a way? I think it's control click to get to it.
It's
Command,
really the
command
next-
click.
Command click. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's right above it. This dot how many players greater than or equal to 2. How many players is this dot players dot length, which we're seeing as 1. So that should definitely be saying that it's not playable, right?
Correct.
And so if it is not playable, we want to throw a new error. And you're saying that's not like, have we put something in here to see
Not yet.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
throwing? Make it, all right. Save, and then I'm gonna find the other log statements, and then just silence them for now. Okay.
Yep.
There's a lot.
There's
But
a
it's
few.
it's supposed to, right?
Yeah. A big part of this test is that it actually writes the console logs out.
Oh, I apologize. Okay.
for like snapshot testing type thing.
Yeah, that's a big part of the first test, not the test that we're working first.
All right. So, do we see the word? We do see throwing. All right. So there's a problem with our test, right? Because we are throwing in her.
Yeah, so,
So
the logic
does-
checks out. It's the test that has an issue, right?
Do we catch inside when we throw it? Where's the throw again?
It's inside roll.
But there's no try or anything like that in roll, right?
No.
So it should break out of there. So in your spec,
That would be on 1-3.
Right here, right? To throw, and that's failing. And why? And it's failing because it's not throwing?
Wait a minute.
Or is it failing
One
because...
snapshot failed. Why is it
Yeah,
checking
it's the snapshot.
We even have it.only still running the other tests. Why?
I don't know. You tell me. Let me run it. I'll run it again. So
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing here.
I can solve this by commenting this out. Oh, look,
Yeah.
this says it.only as well.
Oh,
Oh, well, that would do it.
We'll put it not only on
how many
test.
eyes does
Only,
it take?
only this one and only this one.
Okay, so we're passing. So that's good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to try and see if they both pass when we run them both at the same time. Cool?
Yep.
Nope.
And that could be because of our console logs. So if
Oh yeah, which
remove-
one failed, right?
That's going to be the snapshot, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
one snapshot failed.
Yeah, so I believe if we remove our console logs.
Like the ones that we were doing for debugging purposes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Command Shift K, and then there's another one that we had in here in the player length, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how many players?
Yeah.
Is there any other?
That should be it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hey!
Good work, team.
Well done. Wow.
Sometimes it just takes someone to walk in with a fresh mind and say, hey, have you considered not doing this stupid thing?
I appreciate that. Is there, so from what we're working on,
All right.
is there, do we have goals set up so I know what to say to Dan to do what's next? So Dan,
So I think it's good time to reflect,
great.
actually, because it's 4:55. But yeah, let me switch over into our discussion scene. Actually, you know what? Real quick, I just wanted to show. Sorry, I'm sort of like half paying attention because I'm trying to get Colin set up to get him in on the stream. But instead of console logging, like VS Code actually can debug too. So like if you would have put like a breakpoint here and then just run the test like this. I missed if you guys did that or not.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't find the output for it.
Okay.
I might have not triggered it properly because this looks different.
Yeah, we definitely didn't see this.
Yeah, I didn't trigger it.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, just the way that this one is set up, it's like kind of annoying to add console logs because it like literally breaks your snapshot test.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
For next time.
I'm gonna switch into the other view here. So now we look like the Brady Bunch.
oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So yeah, what did we think?
I want to thank you guys for allowing me to crash your party.
I'm glad you did.
appreciate you. Yeah.
Good timing too.
Yeah.
You're welcome, but in fairness, you didn't exactly ask. You just kind of showed up.
Yeah. That's why I crashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you crash, right?
It wouldn't be a crash if we allowed it. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Can I crash your party?
Mm-mm. It's not how it flies.
The one thing that I will say is it's pretty tough to participate in the mob while also being the host and organize, like, setting up all the stream links and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
Yeah, I think if I host next time, I probably will just like not participate in the mob, or I'll
And just
try.
kinda sit
Maybe.
out as a mod / facilitator.
Yeah, there's like when I learned about mobbing, we learned that there was a whole lot of different roles as well. They had lots of fun names, and I think one of them was like the rear admiral, and their job was to kind of like they were kind of like they enforced the rules and they kind of like ensured that things flowed well and those sorts of things. So
Right.
like if you wanted to adopt that role as part of like I guess moderator, mediator, and like host,
Mhm.
I bet there's a lot there that you could do with.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. Because yeah, it definitely is a lot to juggle, and I think there's this added element of doing this on Twitch. Like if you're not either driving or navigating, and you kind of engage with the chat for a little bit, you kind of lose track of maybe where you were.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's maybe a separate role in itself, especially if you're like trying to set things up with people coming in and switching scenes and this and that.
I was a little bit worried about that.
I'm pretty happy with OBS Ninja for that though, because
I agree.
I was distracted for a minute there, but like I was able to plug Colin in pretty easily, and just sort of just have you seamlessly show up and screen me.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that I would be
live.
Joining would incur that much work, so I apologize.
No
That's all
worries.
good. It's a good trial run, right? Like it's a good thing to know for next time.
I thought so.
It'd be cool to automate it.
Yeah. I agree. What about the mob itself? Any comments or just whatever?
The Kata itself seems quite interesting. I know you'd shown me the site past, but I never really dived into it. But it seems pretty cool how it's, there's all these repos kind of related to it that you can pull the code down to get started, and they're all kind of written out with instructions. I like how you have to set up the test yourself. It's not like doing the like Exorcism IOs have all the tests for you, and you just write the implementation. I like how you have to do the test and the implementation here.
It's kind of funny you guys were doing this one. I was just talking about it with Grant and Chris and Lucas just the other day, actually, because we were talking. We did this as a group a couple of years back. This one, and it's I don't know. It's very coincidental. It's like more proof of the simulation, I guess. Hopefully,
Jesse was out of the 5 of you, how many use Vim? And I think we already went over that. All of us use Vim because this is not VS Code. It's actually just Vim to look like VS Code.
No way. That's a lie.
He's pulling your leg.
Speaking of VS Code and Vim, the one major block to me on this mob was definitely unfamiliarity with VS Code.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care what editor people use. Like, if you want to flip back into PHP Storm on these streams, like, totally allowed. I'm just more comfortable in VS Code, but
it's good to be able to jump in and out of different IDEs. So
Jesse says, "Thank you, Colin."
What was that? Sorry?
I agree. Oh, Jesse in the chat said, "Thank you, Colin. Dan told you." It's not true.
Yeah, I like seeing different editors as well, because it kind of gives you an idea of like things that some might have versus others. Try and be
refactoring.
You appreciate what you have.
Or you look for ways to extend your kind of default editor to kind of accommodate for some of the things that others do.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find a way to refactor as well as PHP Storm can. Like, I would pay money if someone can make a good plugin that can refactor as well as PHP
Would you pay about $90 US for PHP Storm?
No, I would not.
Yeah, just use PHP Storm.
I hate everything about it except for that one killer feature. It has like one thing, and it is the best
That's all it
thing.
needs.
And everything else is
How
shit.
dare you, sir?
Garbage.
It's an amazing IDE in every respect.
On that note,
I only kid.
I want to thank you guys for letting me jump in, and just like that, I got to leave. But
cool.
Thank you very much.
No worries. We're all gonna jump off now anyway. But thanks for jumping in, Colin, and everybody else. Thanks for joining and trolling our chat. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, thanks for setting this up, Dan.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate all you joining.
Bye now.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.